Would you move up to cruiserweight, or would you just stay at 75 and just...
It's interesting.
Artur Beterbiev, the undefeated light heavyweight powerhouse, is already teasing a move to cruiserweight, but only after he handles Dmitry Bivol in their highly anticipated clash. It's almost like he's planning his next contest before even throwing the first punch-bold move.
Since you did fight Usyk in the amateurs, does that kind of motivate you since he's not a heavyweight champion?
Yeah, he did a good job, but I mean...
RBBF, the unstoppable force, casually brushed off any distractions, saying go up and wait. I'm not focused on these things. His mind is already playing with the idea of moving up to cruiserweight. But first, he's got business to handle with Dmitry Bivol.
Usyk in the amateurs, does that kind of motivate you since he's not a heavyweight champion?
Yeah, he did a good job, but I mean, we're gonna see. Thank you, guys.
The two champions will collide in a fight that could change everything. And BZ's looking past it like it's just another day at the office talking about confidence, or is it just arrogance? Guess we'll find out soon enough.
The fight that you want next?
Yes, of course. I need another fourth belt.
If Beterbiev decides to step up to the cruiserweight division, fans won't just be watching. They'll be on the edge of their seats waiting for a contest with Japaya Opaya, the unbeaten IBF champ, considered the top guy in cruiserweight, which would be the ultimate test for Better. Can you imagine the intensity of that fight between two unbeaten powerhouses going head-to-head? It's the kind of match that would make fans wonder. Beterbiev shared his thoughts with Queensberry Promotions about what the future might hold for him despite being undefeated and dominating the light heavyweight division. He was surprisingly humble in his reflections. He revealed almost as if he hadn't already made a massive impact on the sport. My goal is to be a good boxer one day, which means I'm not there yet.
To do more training on my skills, I will do. I will try to be good boxer. But it's good because my goal is to be good boxer one day.
To do more training on my skills, I will do. I will try to be a good boxer. It's good because it's my goal to be a good boxer. One day it's mean
I need to do hard training because I'm not there. I'm not good boxer yet. I will be good boxer.
For someone who has knocked out every opponent he's faced, this statement seems hard to believe, but it shows the depth of his drive and how he views success. He admitted focusing on how much more he feels he can achieve.
We'll see after.
Any other challenges in mind?
Yeah, if challenges, maybe different category.
For Better before, he added that perfection isn't about what he's done so far, but about what he can still improve, underscoring his belief that constant effort is the key to becoming even better. I will be a good boxer if I do hard training, as he continues to aim for the undisputed light heavyweight crown. BBF is also starting to think about what might come next. Winning that title would mean he has accomplished one of his biggest goals, but that might not be enough for him. He hinted that he's already considering stepping into a new weight class.
Go up. We'll see. I'm not focused on.
The thought of moving up to cruiserweight, where even bigger challenges await, doesn't seem to faze him. In fact, he talked about it as if it were just another possibility in his journey to go up. Wait, I'm not focused on these things. He casually mentioned, it's almost like he knows no matter what happens, he'll rise to the challenge. And that calm attitude only adds to the suspense of what's next for him standing at 511. Beterbiev is about to step into one of the toughest battles of his career against the undefeated. Dmitry Bivol has built a reputation with his smart, calculated movements and precise boxing skills. This is not just any fight. It's the kind of match where predicting a winner feels impossible. It's like watching two chess masters go head-to-head, where one mistake could cost everything. As some say, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And this battle is as close as it gets. BF's raw power clashes with Ball's smooth technique, making this a nail-biting showdown fans have been waiting for. But if Beterbiev comes out on top, the journey doesn't get any easier. Moving up to the cruiserweight division would mean packing on an extra 15 kilos, bringing a whole new set of challenges. He'd be facing bigger, stronger opponents, each with their own massive power and reach, and the competition at the top is fierce. Hilder Ramirez holds the WBA, Nalmixen holds the WBC, and Chris Billum-Smith holds the WBO to make things even more intense. Ramirez and Billum-Smith are already scheduled to unify their titles on November 16th, potentially setting up an even bigger battle for anyone daring to enter the cruiserweight arena. It's as if the stakes keep rising. But if there's one thing Beterbiev has shown, it's that he's not afraid of any challenge. As they say, fortune favors the bold, and BBV might just be bold enough to take on whatever comes next as the highly anticipated fight between Beterbiev and Ball draws near. The air is buzzing with speculation about what's next for the winner. One intriguing idea that has surfaced is the possibility of Better moving up to the cruiserweight division to chase more titles. This suggestion has come from none other than Turki Alek of Riyadh season, and it adds a thrilling twist to the storyline. Imagine the scene where the victor of the Bivol Showdown not only walks away with the light heavyweight crown, but also has their sights set on the 200 pounds limit, ready to challenge the powerful Opaya. Known for his explosive power, presents a new level of challenge that's hard to ignore. Just imagine a fighter like BBD, who's already known for his knockout ability, stepping into the ring against someone like Opaya. The clash of styles could create fireworks with both fighters hungry for victory and glory. The stakes would be higher than ever. The anticipation is palpable as fans can't help but wonder, will BBV take that leap into the cruiserweight division, or will he choose to dominate the light heavyweight scene a little longer? Either way, the journey is bound to be thrilling. But here, Bob Arum, the famous promoter from Top Rank, quickly shut down the idea of BBV moving up in weight as totally unrealistic. When asked about it, he didn't mince words, saying, "Absolutely not. I mean, that's crazy." His blunt response surprised many, showing just how strongly he feels about this topic. Arum went on to explain why he thinks it's a bad idea. He highlighted that moving up means Beterbiev would have to give up 25 lbs, which is a huge difference. He is clearly worried about the risks of such a move. As good as he is, that's a step too far, in my opinion. He pointed out that Beterbiev has no problems making the light heavyweight limit and isn't particularly big for that class. He said, "I just don't think it makes any sense." His biggest concern seemed to be about a potential fight with Opaya. Arum referred to that matchup as a step too far, suggesting that while Beterbiev might be a fierce competitor, jumping up to cruiserweight could be pushing it too much. It's clear that BBF should stay focused on his current division rather than risking everything for a challenging fight at a higher weight. He faces a tough challenge in his fight against Bivol to win. He can't just stand around. He'll have to cut off the ring and chase Ball down like a hunter after its prey. This won't be easy because B is known for his slick movement and quick footwork. Recent training clips of Ball show him dancing around the ring, making it clear that his plan is to stay on the outside and keep PBF at a distance. If PBF wants to land Ball's powerful punches he's famous for, he'll need to be quick and smart, always one step ahead. The pressure is on, and every second counts as he tries to corner Bivol, who seems ready to slip away and keep the fight exactly where he wants it. Buter has shared his thoughts about Ball, saying, "I don't know if it will be the toughest fight. I've already had 2 big fights on my way to being undisputed, and those guys were good too. We'll see what happens with this one. No fights are personal for me. I just want another belt in the boxing gym. When you do a job, there's always room to improve. I always feel like I need to train harder and sharpen my skills. I'm trying to become a better boxer." He continued, "I'm not excited about a face-off. I'm excited about a fight. He's a good boxer, and he's my challenge. Now this is where things get interesting. Trying to outbox the Bivol might not be the best game plan for Beterbiev. If he tries to play a tactical boxing match, he could be playing right into Ball's strengths. Ball is slick and smart, and if BBF gets caught up in that strategy, he could find himself in deep trouble. Sticking to his usual approach of seeking a knockout might be the key to victory. It's all about playing to his strengths. A loss for BBF would raise serious questions about his future. It wouldn't just be about the defeat. It would leave fans wondering what's next for him. Besides a possible rematch, there wouldn't be much else for him to prove. He's been dealing with injuries lately, and that's a big worry. He had to pull out of his fight with Smith in January because of a jaw infection. Then another injury came along, and the highly anticipated June date for his bout with Ball got canceled. Beterbiev's knockout power is still impressive, but moving up to cruiserweight is a whole different ball game. The fighters there hit even harder, and they have their own set of challenges. With every setback, the pressure builds. It's a risky path and one that could change everything for him, and he knows it right now. Beterbiev has his eyes locked on Ball. This isn't just another fight, it's the fight of his life. He's going to need every bit of that legendary knockout power he's known for. BB knows he's trying to hand him his first loss. It's like a heavyweight title on the line. Victory could change everything for him. The pressure is immense, and every training session counts with all eyes on him. Beff knows he has to bring his arm if he wants to make history and finally silence any doubters. Beviev is no stranger to the spotlight, and his last fight only solidified his reputation as a knockout artist. Back in January, he faced off against Callum Smith, a former British super middleweight champion, and it was a show to remember. With a powerful performance, Beviev sent Smith packing with a stunning knockout, leaving fans filled with excitement. Now he boasts an impressive record of 20 wins and 20 knockouts, with every fight ending in a dramatic finish. His journey to becoming a unified light heavyweight champion began in 2019 when he faced Alexander Usyk in that intense match. Beterbiev showcased his skills by stopping GCK in the 10th round, snatching away the WBC and IBF titles. After 2 successful defenses, he took things up a notch by dismantling Joe Smith Jr. in just 2 rounds, adding the WBO belt to his growing collection now as he prepares for his upcoming 12-round showdown with Dmitry Bivol. BF knows that victory would mean unifying all the belts at light heavyweight, a dream he's been chasing as Artur Beterbiev gears up for his monumental clash with Dmitry Bivol. He's on the brink of making history with a record that boasts 20 wins and 20 knockouts. Beterbiev has not only stopped all of his opponents, but he has also taken down notable British fighters like Callum Smith, Callum Johnson, and Anthony Yarde. Known for his incredible power, he stands alone as the only current world champion with a flawless knockout record, a true testament to his punching prowess. This highly anticipated fight was supposed to happen earlier this year, but a knee injury sidelined Beterbiev and pushed the showdown back. Now the excitement is building as the official date draws near. October 12th in Riyadh under the banner of the thrilling event called the Four Crowns Showdown. Fans are in for a treat as the undercard is packed with action. They'll witness Shakur Stevenson taking on Joe Cordina, a rematch between Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark, and Jay Opaya defending his IBF cruiserweight title against Jack Massey. With so much on the line, all eyes will be on BBF as he steps into the ring, ready to prove himself once again. Artur Beterbiev is now seriously thinking about moving up to cruiserweight. But first, let's break down what cruiserweight boxing really means. Cruiserweight, often called junior heavyweight, sits snugly between the light heavyweight and heavyweight classes in professional boxing. It's like that awkward middle child who's trying to find its place in the family before the current cruiserweight division was established. The terms light heavyweight and cruiserweight were tossed around as if they were the same thing, but let's be clear, they're not. Cruiserweight has its own unique identity and rules, making it a distinct and exciting weight class for Beterbiev. Moving up means facing bigger opponents and new challenges. It's a step into the unknown where every punch carries more weight. Literally, the current weight limit for the cruiserweight division is set at 200 pounds 90.7 kilos, which is roughly 14 stone and 4 pounds. But this wasn't always the case. When the division first came into play, the limit was just 190 pounds 86.2 kilos, or 13 stone and 8 pounds. And so why did they create the cruiserweight class in the first place? Well, it was all about giving smaller heavyweight boxers a fighting chance as boxers started to grow bigger and bulkier. Those who weren't quite as heavy found it tough to compete, but the excitement didn't stop there in their rematch. Just a few months later, in March 1980, Cameron stepped back into the ring determined to make his mark, and guess what? He did just that. Camel emerged victorious, claiming the title and becoming the very first cruiserweight champion in boxing history. 39 years old, Artur Beterbiev's future in boxing is a hot topic. Many people wonder if retirement might be a better choice than trying to move up 25 lobes to fight in the cruiserweight division. It's a big jump, and facing younger, stronger opponents can be a tough challenge. So what do you think? Should he keep pushing for more fights, or is it time to hang up the gloves and call it a day? That's it from here. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the future of Better Beef and other exciting boxing news.